And then I'm going to keep my phone off Do Not Disturb for the time being, just so I know that those little live notifications went out. Oh boy. Um, it might be what's it called? It might be a double feature stream. We might art and we might skong, which is always exciting. I love playing video games. I won't lie, my wrist kind of giving me a little bit of problems, lately. Granted, I haven't necessarily been wearing my brace. Which probably most definitely is not helping. But to be fair, wearing it also doesn't seem to be helping either, so I'm at a loss. And I'm willing to see if it is, like, the drawing that is doing it. The answer is probably yes, it is the drawing that's doing it. Right, so we're here today because tomorrow I will be taking a night shift, or I will be doing a night shift because, let's see, I need Wednesday off because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. And I think if I was just sure that I would be back in time for the shift and just not too tired to work it, I would be fine. But, I can't entirely guarantee that. And I'm just like, you know what? It's been a little bit since I think I've had a proper day off in the middle of the week. I think I also do not mind taking the Wednesday off because that means I miss out on early dismissal for the school. And that's a win in my book, honestly. Man, I got stuff to talk about for when... Oh, hello, Ryder! Oh my god. What a wonderful surprise. Yeah, so we're here because I'm taking a night shift tomorrow because of stuff. I requested Wednesday off for a doctor's appointment, so rather than have me miss out on the hours for that, I will be taking the night shift instead, and I'm hoping this is not a permanent thing, because if I have to reschedule Twitch things again, I will go a little bit insane. Probably just, like, remind him, like, on Saturday when he's making the schedule, like, hey, just a reminder, I'm actually, like, free on Wednesdays. That was not me changing my availabilities or anything. Because this boss has been very frustrating to work. Everything alright? Physically yes, mentally no. We'll put it that way. The funny answer that I always give. I'll share the stuff that I'm most comfortable sharing publicly online. So essentially I've been kind of like I've kind of been getting screwed with hours over at the Carl's Jr. that I work at, because this guy does not like that I'm requesting so many days off, when in reality, all of the requests off that I had made were made like a month in advance, is the thing. Which is frustrating. The reason why he didn't know that, of course, is because he got transferred there in the middle of all of that before those schedules could be made. So I understand that to him, it looks like, yeah, maybe I do request a lot of days off. Reality, though, it's not, and I'm not just doing this willy-nilly. These were, again, things that I put in well within, like, the time frame that we're supposed to, because anytime we need to make requests off, the rule has always been that we need to do it, like, 2 weeks in advance. And I had done it way more than 2 weeks in advance. So there's that. And because, I guess in his eyes, it's like I keep changing my availability, even though I tell him, like, no, it's just this. I have a thing going on this day. I'm not changing my availability permanently. I have a thing. Whether it's a doctor's appointment, whether it's an art market, or whether it's, like, a family obligation that I want to make it to. And it's not like these things happen, like, all the time. So I'm just kind of annoyed with all of it. So that's been my beef with the manager over there. And as it turns out, I feel so vindicated by this. A lot of people do not like what he's doing or how he's choosing to run the store. My friend, they told me that they're upset, especially on my behalf, because I am one of the best frontline workers over there, and the fact that I'm getting 20 hours a week is ridiculous. Meanwhile, they're getting full-time under the impression that they're supposed to be doing shift leader videos for training, and lo and behold, they haven't been, like, giving them time to watch the videos, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I feel you. Same shit's been happening with my team lately in coaching, so you're valid. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then, as it turns out, so a lot of the ladies at the store, especially the kitchen ladies, kind of mostly speak Spanish. Well, actually, we'll get to them. We'll get to them last, so I can, like, say things that I'm more, like, knowledgeable in. The closing shift leaders do not like him, because there was a period of time where they were making one of the closing shift leaders close 6 days a week, whereas the other two were not getting anything at all. And it was ridiculous because they would send him their availabilities every week, because those other two closing shift leaders work a second job. So they would say every week, like, hey, this is when I can close and this is when I can't close. And his response to all of that was just like, well, it's confusing, so I don't think they're, like, very reliable. I'm sorry? But that is your job. And it was to the point where the district manager, when he, like, tried to talk about it, was like, okay, so what are you gonna do? They gave you their availability, like, what are you gonna do with that, you know? So she got him there, and thankfully I think he did, like, finally, like, fix that, but, you know, it doesn't repair, like, the impression, you know, the first impression there. That's, like, super important. Especially when, you know, this is, like, the team that you're gonna be managing now. So now we get to move on to the kitchen ladies. The kitchen ladies, I talk as much as I can with them. English is very much their second language, and I have no issues with that whatsoever. Absolutely no issues there. But it's clear that there's a barrier, and it obviously doesn't make it very easy for us to communicate. But who can communicate is my friend, who is very fluent in Spanish, because that was her first language. So no, they do not like him. They do not like him either. And I was surprised to hear that, because one of the ladies, I know she's super friendly, and she usually gets along very well with I think every single general manager that's been there. And she's so nice. And then hearing like oh yeah, she does not like him. It's like, wow, that is something. So yeah, everyone at the store does not like him, and here's another insane thing. Real quick, I need to open a reference actually, because I do not remember how to draw this necklace for some reason. I believe either last week or the other week, I was helping out a customer in the dine, and I had done such a fantastic job at helping him out that he wanted to like write a review because I was like super helpful and everything. And you know, I've got to flex on that real quick. I have impeccable customer service, I think. Like, customers love me over there. And for good reason. And he was so, like he was so, like, pleased with, like, customer service that he brought flowers for the store, because, you know, like, we did such a good job, the next day. So I didn't see him, that weekend, and then I don't work Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday there, typically. So I think I see him again on either Wednesday, or this last Wednesday, or, just merge that, exit from here. So I didn't see him this last, so I didn't see him up until this last, like, Wednesday or Thursday, one of the two, right? And on Monday, they had gotten an order wrong. They had gotten his order wrong. He asked for, I think it was a double famous star, but with no cheese. Cause I think what was it? It was either he can't eat cheese or his kids can't eat cheese. Okay, that's a very understandable thing. And he had talked to the shift leader, who was in charge that day, and confirmed it. And I don't know if the name got written on the clipboard like it's supposed to, but that is typically how it goes. If we get an order wrong, we write the customer's name on the clipboard, so that way all they have to do is check the clipboard, and it's like, yeah, we can see that you're not lying about it, and we'll go ahead and, like, get that remade for you, like, and everything, right? So our GM, I think I had just gotten back from my 10 or something, so I didn't catch the beginning of this. Our GM did not pull out the clipboard or anything. Instead, I think he kind of, like, challenged the guy, like, oh, well, like, what was in your order? Do you have your receipt? Do you know who you talked to? And just yada yada yada. So the guy's, like, getting, like, kind of offended, because it's like, hey, I'm trying to be, like, really honest here. Like, I'm an honest guy, I'm not trying to get free food or anything. Like, I kind of don't like being questioned like this. And you know, for people who are honest, who are, like, they wouldn't lie about this kind of thing. Yeah, it is frustrating, to get that. So he goes through the whole effort, so our manager, he goes through the whole ordeal of calling the shift leader who was in charge on Monday. And me and another coworker, she was gonna clock in like 30 minutes or something. We were explaining what the process is supposed to be. Like, there is a clipboard, like I said. Nice glasses, nerd. Thank you. Do you like when if I, like, angle it a certain way, I can get, like, the anime sheen on it, like, wee, wee. Something like that. But anyways, we were explaining, like, yeah, he should have brought out a clipboard to see, like, if the name was there. I don't know if he did that in the beginning, but, like, as far as I know, when I got there, he didn't. That is not the protocol. And the guy was explaining, like, yeah, it just kind of sucks, to be questioned like that, because it's like, you know, I'm a good man. I don't, like, I don't try to scam these places for free food. And it's like, yeah, we get it. So it's like, it's not even just the employees that are, like, beefing with our manager. It's the customers, too. I understand wanting to, like, not give out, like, free food all the time, because, an order got, like, wrong, and we've had customers who do that before. But it's like, you know, there's a reason why there is a very specific protocol that exists with the clipboard. You know? So it's like, why did they replace their old manager again? Okay. This one's kind of a long story. Long time ago, we'll call this the OG manager, because this was the manager who was there when I started working there. Her wrist was seriously fucked up. We're twinsies like that, and so she had to go on, like, a medical leave, I think. because of it, and conveniently, or inconveniently, I guess, a different corporate location had burned down, and that needed to be rebuilt. So it was like, okay, well, this manager needs to go on a medical leave, and this manager needs to work at a store, so it works out, you know? This bitch. Oh my god. I hate her. I hate her. I'm so happy, for what happened to her. She, here was my experience with her. Extremely condescending, and extremely lazy. Like, okay, you don't need to call me honey in the workplace. You don't need to talk to me like I'm a child. And everything. Like, at the time, I was like 21, 22, something like that. And it's like, do not talk to me like that, right? So I already didn't like her tone. But I think the most egregious thing that she did to me was this. Back then, I typically worked 5-hour shifts about 5-hour shifts. They were usually really close to 5 hours, but never over 5 hours. Hello. There was such a bile behind that bitch. Hello, Ariantum. That's been a little bit. Yeah, I do not like this person. She was, we'll call her the bitch general manager. Oops. The most egregious thing that she did to me, like, okay, fine, you want to talk to me like I'm a child? Sure. Whatever, right? But like, you're just gonna be on your high horse, whatever, right? At the time, I was working, like, shifts that were almost 5 hours, because at our 5th hour, we would get a break violation, but they usually typically only do, like, less than 5 hours, because the employee gets more money that way, and bitch general manager. The employee usually gets more money that way, and we don't risk, we don't risk, getting, the break violation. So it's coming up to the time where I'm supposed to be, like, off the clock already. And, you know, I'm aware of this rule, because at that point I had been there for a solid amount of time. And I was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, like, it's almost time for me to get off the clock. And she's like, oh, well, can you, like, check Dine real quick? And I'm like, yeah, that's no problem. So I do a quick clean of Dine, and I come back and it's like, okay, it's getting really close to the time I'm supposed to be off. And she goes, well, we decide when you get to go home. And I'm like, okay, yes, but I'm about to violate. And I'm not looking to stay an extra 30 minutes, right? For further context as to why I was pushing this, we had recently, all of us at the store had recently signed a paper that said if we get 3 break violations, we will be terminated. That was the thing. So that's another reason why I was like pushing it. Like, hey, I don't want to lose this job, and I don't even want to like get strike 1 there, right? So I'm warning her again, and she's like, okay, fine, you can go. And it's already like a minute before I'm supposed to leave, and I'm like, the reason why I was telling her ahead of time was because my drawer needed to be counted out, which takes time, you know. So, and she's like, okay, fine, you can leave. And I'm like, the drawer checkout. I need to check out my drawer. And she keeps trying to, like, clock me out. And she's like, why isn't it working? 'Cause you didn't clock me out! It didn't fucking clock me out! Stupid! And she was, like, getting, like, all whiny about it already. And I'm like, at this point, I have most definitely, gotten the break violation. And I was just like, what the? Like, this lady does not know how to run a store. I was pissed. Now, the thing with the break violation is that technically it's good for me, because I get paid for that. But you know what she did? That I'm so certain that she did this. I wish I kept the paper, which had my clock out time. I am so positive that she edited that break violation out, so I didn't get paid for that. Which is ridiculous. And, the list goes on, but that's personally, what she did to me. She did a couple of other things that were super bad, but eventually her store got rebuilt and she got sent back over there, right? And it's like, okay, well, what am I gonna do now? Like, labor laws are there for a reason. Like, how do people end up in charge of stuff? It gets worse. It gets worse. So, cut to about maybe 2 months ago now. I received some wonderful news from my favorite general manager at the store, or that we've had. She says, the bitch general manager got fired. Like, fired. Her ass, is not with Carl's Jr. anymore. And here's what they caught her doing. We have a thing at the store called labor, and the labor essentially, is a way for the store to manage, like, finances to an extent. One of our biggest expenses, or one of the store's biggest expenses, is going to be paying out the employees, and the labor kind of calculates, or it kind of dictates, like, how much are we gonna lose in profits to paying the employees. Now, a higher labor is not good. A lower labor is really good. That means we're making really good sales. You can cut paper with that jawline. Oh yeah. She's kind of supposed to look like that. I'm gonna smooth it out just a little bit though, just because I am trying to get my art to look a little bit less pointy. I do like the pointiness though, because I think that era of anime was iconic. Anyways, so there's a target labor goal for Carl's Jr. I don't know if it's the same for every store, but every store has a target labor goal. And the thing about the GMs, the general managers, is if they meet that target goal, they get a bonus, and it's like a $5,000 bonus too. So here's what the bitch general manager was doing. She was scheduling her shift leaders for like really, really short shifts. I'm talking like 2-3 hours, something like that, right? But then she would make them stay overtime and everything, or like stay past their scheduled thing. And then whenever they got like sent home and after everything, shoujo protagonist looking ass affectionate, real. After they'd leave, she would edit out all of the overtime and violations that they got, which made the labor look really good, because labor will go up if there are violations or overtime that needs to be paid out. So because it looked like on the system, like, oh, everything's fine, she was getting like all of those bonuses, when in reality, no, like this was actual fraud. Like a crime was committed here. And then the other thing that she got caught doing, did she get sued for it? Oh, I hope her ass got sued. I hope I hope she's like crashing and burning right now. The other thing that she got caught doing was lying to our suppliers. So, you know, we need to order stuff for the store. Whether it's cheese, meats, napkins, other things, you know, because, like, you know, it's a store. She would lie to the suppliers and be like, no, I only got, like, 1 case of meat. When in reality, no, she absolutely got all the meat she ordered. She was just trying to, like, get it for free and everything. So, yeah, she got fired for all of her shenanigans, and I was celebrating it because, oh my god, I hated her. I hated her so much. And again, that's still not, like, fully encompassing, like, I think all of the, like, the bullshit she did at our store. So it's like, that's, for me personally, it's like I have, like, reasons to hate her on behalf of what she did to me and on behalf of what she did to other people. So, you know, I just remembered, I think I need to make sure this music loops for stream. So, because that location was left without a manager, that's like PBS kind of kids kind of villainy. I know, it's insane, right? So she got fired, which means her store is now in need of a general manager. And no, that is not where my general manager went, the one that I really like. She went to a different location, but I have to imagine that a bunch of general managers kind of got shuffled around because of this whole thing. Or that's what it seems like to me. Which is why we have our current general manager, and it's also why I had to say a very tearful goodbye to my manager. It was very sad, lying about basic math, literally. I wonder if I should draw the other eye here. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of how we ended up with this guy. He's nice, but he's definitely kind of pissing everyone off to an extent. Like, my friend is getting really good hours there, but the thing is that they also recognize that I am a very, very, very strong worker. I am quite literally, like, one of the best employees there, as many people would put it, and my hours are getting cucked, or absolutely, like, just shot down the drain. And it's happening to, like, literally every frontline worker. There's, I think my friend is the only one, like, working there for, like, for actual, like, 7-8 hour shifts, which is ridiculous. And, like, they're kind of upset, too, because the reason why they were doing that, right, they were giving, like, full shifts was because, they're supposed to be watching, training videos to become a shift leader. And throughout, it's been weeks now, and they still barely, like, have time to, like, watch the videos, because they don't let them watch. Ooh, are you employee of the month? I am literally just the face of that Carl's Jr. at this point. So they're kind of mad about that. I know my friend is also I know my other friend is also upset, and as it turns out, a lot of people are upset. And I feel so validated here at being, like, frustrated with this entire thing. Because this is genuinely stupid. It's like, how come one manager doesn't have trouble giving people days off and then, like, not changing their schedules entirely, revolving around the one day off that they requested? You know? Like, Carl's Jr.'s strongest soldier. Like, dude, I can legitimately man... I can man 2 stations at once, no problem. Usually those stations are the center post and the drive-thru window. But if I have to man 3 stations, I can run that entire front line by himself. Or by myself. My friend responded to me, I hope one of those things sent. But yeah. It's ridiculous. Needless to say, I'm kind of looking to get out of there. For a good number of reasons. Aside from just, like, the stupidity that I'm having to put up with now. It's low-key been getting to me, a little bit, just how frustrating everything has been. But I think perhaps now it's time to turn that sadness into rage. So how's job application going then? Well, I got severely distracted too. What was I doing over the weekend? Let me think. So what happened? Was I doing anything? Friday night I went to bed early, and I kind of didn't have a chance to, like, really sit down and job hunt because I had an early shift the following day. And then I get back home Saturday, right? And it's like, Man, I'm like so tired. And everything. Like, this sucks. And my friend texts me. It's like, hey, are we still meeting to work on my Halloween costume? I was like, holy fuck, I forgot about that. So, I asked my friend, like, hey, when you get off of your shift at Carl's, did you want to work on the costume? I was just like, So I texted my friend, and I was like, I think our buddy is still on the clock, so I don't know when she'll get back to me. And I was like, you know what, how about we can just work on this one part that I can do because it doesn't involve sewing. So I spent Saturday evening, working on the costume. So that happened. And we were out for a bit too. Like, we were definitely out for a few hours. Thankfully I think their costume is almost done. So I'm hoping that'll be ready in time for Halloween. In other news, my Halloween costume is practically done. I just gotta buy, like, an actual, like, good pair of pants for it. I'll probably do that tomorrow during the afternoon, like, before I have to go into work. Because I'll have the time for it at least. And then what was it? Yesterday, me and Johnny were just kind of up late yapping about OC work because me and Johnny both of us are doing webcomic stuff. Johnny's more in the, Johnny's more in, like, the writing phase right now, though, as opposed to, like, the stuff that I'm doing. Were you taking the costume? Were you trick-or-treating? The plan, I think, for Halloween is, what was it? We're gonna, why am I blanking so hard? Right, the plan was probably, ramen and takoyaki, because over here, the places that serve takoyaki are the ramen bars. And then, we're gonna watch some Halloween movies, because I got yelled at, or I got scolded for having not seen Nightmare Before Christmas in its entirety before. And then I scolded my friend for not seeing Coraline in its entirety before. So we're just there like, man, I know this is a bad time, but I'd love to commission you for a bigger piece to do as a full print for my sister. Well, thankfully, Ryder, you can just go to the game store and look at my sheets. If you want to commission me, do reach out on Discord, and everything. Aha, I've seen neither. Well, if only you didn't live in Philippines, James, I would be dragging you into this too. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. That's the plan for Halloween. I'm still kind of going insane. My mental health is taking a small spiral. And I have just been praying that it stays small. But it does not seem to be like that is going to be the case. And I'm just like, well, I'm sure things will sort themselves out as they usually do. On a side note, I am building a Magic the Gathering deck for the first time. I don't know what I'm doing. I appreciate the thought real. Oh yeah, Ryder, if you want to see my commission prices too, actually, I just remembered there's a very easy way for me to send them to you. I have a website. Let me go ahead and send that in chat. Ever since I switched to piano, I've forgotten to cut my nails. Youch. I kind of haven't picked up the bass too much recently. I will say, I've kind of got a new song down now. A bit ago, me, Johnny, and Clive we were all planning on learning one headlight for our dad, because we wanted to perform it for him. Because he's like kind of aware that like we're kind of starting a band, but it's like we don't really know what music to play just yet, and more importantly, I think we've never played a song together. So all of us were just like, okay, well, we gotta figure something out. And we had decided on one headlight because, as our dad put it once, I think he told Clive, it's a song that our dad has always wanted to perform for our mom. The man does not play guitar, but he was built for it. My mom bought new cheesecake pans, so if you wish, I can make you a ton of cheesecake in this trying time. Ryder, actually, my birthday is on October 29th. If you are gonna be there at the game store on the 26th for the Halloween event, if you want to bake a little cheesecake for that, that would be fantastic. I will also be bringing in ube brownies to celebrate, because I think that is quite simply the correct thing to do. Yeah, I'm mostly just trying to like hold on to like the idea, like, well, my birthday and Halloween are just coming up, so it'll probably be, at least that's something to look forward to. But yeah, you know, I've taken almost an entire month to learn my first piano song, and I'm pretty proud that I've stuck to it for this long. Mood. Yeah. I am upset. Like, I feel like with the way I've been lately, bass has just kind of been getting neglected, and I don't like that, because I really do enjoy playing. I tried picking it up yesterday for a bit. I'm glad I got the song kind of down. I didn't like the sheet music tabs that I got, because I just didn't feel like, for one, they were a little bit tough too. Sometimes it just didn't really sound like the actual like part for the song. So, you know, life hits you, it happens. I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of time right now, so I'm taking full advantage of it. That is nice. Yeah. I should record another like bass cover, because I did learn that song on the 5-string bass, but the thing is that because I'm a little out of practice with it, it is kind of hurting my hand to play that 5-string at the moment, so I gotta like, I gotta find time to like work on it, but it's just lately, been a little bit too, just haven't been in a proper mood, I think, for playing. Honestly, I feel like as soon as October hit, my entire like taste in music has also shifted. I think this happened last year too. And I was talking about it with Johnny. Because what was it? Last year it also happened to be where, like, throughout all of summer, I was just like, yeah, MCR, other things, and other heavier bands, and stuff. Maybe there was like some like of the indie band I was listening to, but that was just kind of because I hadn't like exactly discovered like other music yet to like to fill out what I was looking for. And then as soon as like autumn hit last year, I was literally just blasting the Over the Garden Wall soundtrack the entire time. And it's happened again this year, except it's way more like cottagecore stuff now. It's not just Over the Garden Wall. It's a lot more other things. So aside, like the shift in the music taste has kind of diminished my interest in bass at the moment, but it will come back, as it always does. And I do still pick it up. Like I said, I was playing it yesterday. But But yeah. So that's going on. On other news, I think I will just end up, like, sort of confessing to my friend. But I'm not gonna do it in a way to, like, ask them out. I think it's just something I should pull the band-aid off already. Because at this point for me, it's like I either gotta do this or move on. And I feel like what's most likely gonna happen here is that I should just move on. So I'll probably just do that. I kind of have, like, a way in my head that I'm gonna say it too. I just know, like, the way that I'm gonna say it. It's like, I'm not gonna try and ask them out. I'm just gonna, like, I guess come clean is a good way to put it. But I am gonna wait till after Halloween, just because it's like, well, let me not ruin the big hangout at the very least. So, we'll see what happens there. And if anything, too, it'll work out, because if I do end up finding another job, at least we won't have to be co-workers. And that hopefully just won't be too awkward. Because that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid here, like, the awkwardness of it all. Anyways, we'll see how that goes. What if he does want to go? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say no. Because it's like, oh, well, looks like this works out after all, because that would be nice, you know? But, I think, for me, for me at this point, I think because again, I feel like I know the answer already. I feel like the best thing I can do is just rip the band-aid off. So that way I can just, like, if I move on, I'll, you know, worst case scenario, you don't find a new job and now it's a little awkward. It'll work out. Might actually, honestly, I was talking about this to, one of the guys at the game store. I want to get out of Carl's, right? Like, I'm pissed off at that place, more so than ever now. And, like, the more I think about it, it's recognizing, like, I have a second job. I have a job that I could go to, right? If I wanted to leave Carl's Jr., it's not like I'll be unemployed. I'm gonna be over at this other place. The only thing is that I just need the pay to be a little bit more consistent. I did get paid last week, which is good. Like, I think it's just about everything that I was owed. So I'm finally back on payroll over there now. And again, it's just like, what am I doing? You know? What am I doing at Carl's Jr.? Like, let me just... Like, I could just leave. I could. To an extent. It's like, I should just leave. But I do feel a little bit bad, though, because I know my friend, when I mentioned it, because so it's like a little friend group that I have at Carl's Jr., right? Then it should all be fine. Yeah, exactly. But it's me and our little friend group. It used to be 4 of us, because Johnny also used to work at the store, but then he quit, too. So now it's just 3 of us at the store. 2 of us... Imagine you leave and that branch shuts down a week later. That would be the funniest thing. I'm gonna get back to that little, like, point in just a moment here. real quick. I'm also gonna save because I just realized it's been a while since I last did that. So it's 3 of us now in the friend group that are working there at the store, and she already found a second job. So it's like, oh well, that's great for her, right? She can finally like start, like getting bigger paychecks, which I know like she kind of really needs. And then I was talking to like, yeah, you know, if like things don't like turn around and stuff, like I have a second job that I can fall back on. I just need to like talk to the man about game store boss man about it. And if he can like if he can manage like a regular pay, then it's like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should just like work full time there, because Carl's Jr. is not like this new manager is not like super accommodating, nor does he seem like particularly understanding half the time. You could also sell your blood. I am type O, actually. I think I am type O negative. I could, but needles scare me, and I don't really want to do that. And it was kind of like funny and cute just to be like why are you guys like leaving? It's like I feel bad because they work in the morning, and the only people there in the morning are the lovely kitchen ladies, and lovely as they are, once again, it is not easy to converse with someone who doesn't speak the same language as you. So they were just like I get so bored in the morning, and I'm just like both of us were just like, well, it's not like we're leaving tomorrow, you know? But like in my head, it's so funny. It's like, oh, that's cute that you would miss me. But yeah. I think if things just kind of continue to be stupid there, I might just like end up talking to Chris and everything. It's like, hey, look, I'm losing my mind at this other place. If you can like, if I can like pick up like a few extra shifts here, like I'll do anything. Like I can learn to like run stuff, or you can just have me man the counter while the other guys do their thing, you know? Again, all it is just like, if you, I'd prefer the weekly pay, but if you gotta do bi-weekly, like that's also fine. So I might talk to him about that, because it's like, this freaking job at Carl's Jr. again is pissing me off. But anyways, I'm glad Boss Man's been on top of pay for you. I worked out a deal a while back, so I've been covered, but I have been a little concerned about you and the new guy. Yeah, I can see that. I think Chris would listen to me, because I think he would understand. It's like, hey, you know, I want to see the store succeed, and I like working here a lot more, and I want to, like, if you give me the opportunity to like do my best here and really shine, I think I think it'll be worth it. It's just a matter of like, well, you know, hydrate. Let's see. Yeah, I had a feeling I ran out of water in that other bottle, so I brought a different one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If things continue to be like ridiculous here, I think I will just end up trying to like work something out with game store boss man, and I'll put in my 2 weeks at Carl's and be like, hey, I'm sorry, but like this is like it's been a good run. And you know, I was explaining too, like it's not that I want to leave Carl's, because at the end of the day, I consider that place to be like very tight-knit, right? Like everyone there is like super friendly. We all get along. Are allowed to work in 2 different fast food chains. Imagine. That'd be so funny. I think there's one cook that kind of does that, but I don't remember if she quit McDonald's or not. Because I think I remember her kind of mentioning like, yeah, I thought I was gonna like manage these two jobs, but it's just not worth it to keep that other one, so it's like I'm just gonna do this one instead. How do I wanna do this? These beads confuse me. You'd think I would just use the circle tool for these, but I'm stubborn. Anyways, we'll see what happens. And of course, I'm still gonna be applying to like those field tech jobs too, because it'll probably be better at keeping my dad off my back for that. Because you know, he's expressed multiple times that he wants to kick me out, and I think it's not necessarily that he wants to like literally do that, but for him it comes more out of a place of concern. It's like, well, you have your degree, and it's like, it's not like fast food is like the best paying job in the world, so it's like, how am I supposed to like survive off of this? So I understand he wants me to get a better job, and yeah, it's just his way of expressing it is questionable at best. Yeah. I don't think I don't think I will get kicked out. Fingers crossed. Especially because my mom won't let him, but it's still extra stress because, you know, he is like upset at the end of the day about that, so it's like I need to do something. I don't think he would want me to quit Carl's in favor of the game store, but it's like, hey, my hours keep getting gutted over there, because if I can just work full-time somewhere, even if it is just minimum wage, I'll be better off doing that, especially if it's a job that, you know, doesn't leave me feeling completely dead inside after the shift. Then I think ultimately that's just better. Even if he'll be upset about it at first, I think it will be something like he'll understand. It's like, oh, well, Kyra seems like a lot happier for now, and if she is still, like, looking for a better job, then it's like, well, this works out at the end of the day. Arguably I should talk to him about that, but I'm terrified of talking to that man, so... I'll put it this way, it's a problem for future me. Luckily, I don't have a father. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know if I should, like, be like, oh, here's what you missed out on. Because, I feel like that would be a little bit insensitive. Man, yeah, my wrist is not happy with me. But it is definitely, like, it is definitely something. I feel like in general it's usually just better to have two parents, but like there's nothing wrong with having only one parent, especially if that parent does fine. I've heard it all. I'm 21, bro. Real. You know? But, yeah. We'll see what happens. I am concerned, but it's like, you know, what can I do at this point other than my best? That's kind of just what I've been, like, putting up with, lately. And I think they all have really sharp chins. I just feel like, once again, this is just like an iconic look for, an iconic anime look. I like it, you know? It feels very, like, nostalgic to me. But once again, I am kind of, like, trying to, like, get the points a little bit less exaggerated. But I don't want to round them out completely, because I think that would just kind of, like, deviate really, really far away. You'll be fine, Kerr. I appreciate the positivity. Oh, yeah. So, on this coming Sunday, I'm so excited. Because my costume is basically done, it's a very cottagecore tiefling druid. I keep doing this whole tiefling druid thing. I'm obsessed with that build in D&D. So on yesterday I went out to the trail here, and the nice thing about the trail is that it's not technically a forest, but it's very woodsy at the same time. So I've been down there a couple of times already, and I knew of this spot where you could, like, really get into the trees and stuff. And I remember the last time that I went there, I couldn't find that spot. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go today because I want to figure out if that spot is even still there, because I think what it was when I last went, it looked like super, like, overgrown and looked like you couldn't really, like, get in there. And I was like, okay, well, let me look again. So I looked again, and the spot is still there, and it even got a little bit of an upgrade. Before it used to be, like, pretty, like, clear, like, overhead, like, you didn't have to, like, duck under anything to, like, really walk in there. But now it has a bunch of, like, plants, like, kind of growing as an arch over the path, and it looks so cool. And I'm like, oh man, the Halloween photo shoot this year is gonna go so unbelievably hard. I'm excited. I'm so excited for Sunday. I'm gonna hope that someone is gonna be available for me to drag out there and take pictures with me. Or take pictures of me for that. Because if it's not Johnny, I'll try Clive. And if Clive doesn't want to go, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do then. I'll probably just ask one of my friends just to be like, please! I'll pay you for this! But yeah, I'm excited for that photo shoot. I think I might try to bring, like, a few props. I have a lantern, but I feel like since I'm gonna do it in the morning just so the lighting is, like, better, because for me it's like a very, like, standard cottagecore thing, so I don't want the environment to be too dark when I do these photos. And then let's see what else. I have a quarterstaff that I think I could use. Part of me wants to bring a flute, because I think it'd be really cute if there was just, like, this cottagecore looking druid playing the flute outside, but I kind of don't really want to do that at the same time too, because I don't really want to bring my nice instrument out there. But we'll see. We'll see. Regardless, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'm just trying to... It's so funny. I, like, trying to tell myself, like, it's good, like, just at least make it through, like, the really fun stuff that you have planned before you go completely insane. Like, I'm trying. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good so far. Or did you ever cemeteries? No. Do I seem like the type of person to do that? My friend, one of my friends, she's goth. I think she has before. As for me, no. Is that a question? Yeah. I guess I do kind of seem like that. I do have bones on my desk, like actual rodent bones. It was mostly because I was joking around about like, oh, we're going to a witchy goth market, I'm gonna buy bones, and then they actually did have bones, and I was like, well, I'm gonna feel real stupid if I don't actually buy some bones now. So I bought the bones. I do like them. They're very cute. They came in this little bag. Those are whose bones? They're like rodent bones. I don't know from what kind of rodent though. If I remember correctly, I think they said this was a rib cage. Part of it. This is a... well, I'm not sure. I want to say a pelvis. I'm not actually sure. But yeah. And then I think that is not rodent. Well, I don't know then. I don't know where they got this. I want to say this is like a vertebrae of sorts. I'm not sure. And then that was a vertebrae. This is definitely a dog. The last one. Oh, cool. So I do vaguely remember. And then this is... I don't know. To me, with all the protrusions and a hole in the middle. Yeah. This would be the vertebrae, yeah. And then I think this would be like maybe another part of something. I don't know. I don't know anatomy. Or at the very least, whatever animal this was, I don't know its anatomy. Looks like a tailbone. Yeah, it's something. It's something. So yeah, I just have these bones on my desk. I don't really know what to do with them. But they have just been sitting there. Bless you, thank you. It's definitely not anything small like a rabbit or rat. Yeah, but it to me it's like it also I feel like I don't know, maybe a chihuahua. Maybe that's what it came from. I don't remember where they said they got the bones. But I do know typically these are relatively ethically sourced. As ethically sourced as bone harvesting can get. If I had to guess, maybe it was... I think most people probably get it through, like, roadkill, or maybe, some people, when their pets die, it's like, hey, do you want this? Like, do you want to do anything with this? I think that's usually what it is. I don't know, I've never taken bones out of an animal like that. What was the worst thing that I've ever, like, did regarding an animal? Not a lot, honestly. The worst thing was probably the teddy bear that my friend asked me to stab, and I took the eyeball as a trophy. That is probably one of the most psychotic things I think I have ever done, which is really funny to think about. I won't lie, I think I'm getting a little bit burnt out with the comic. Because I think usually, or my longest comic, which was a Baldur's Gate 3 thing, that was 9 pages, and this is page 9 too. And there's also a lot of people on this page, so it's also just like having that like, in mind is making this very, very daunting to draw to an extent. Part of me is just like, what if I just switch to silksong right now? I want to play more silksong. What happened to the one you- Oh yeah, I forgot about him! Yeah, okay, so the body, still very, very, intact. Aside from the little bits and pieces that are kind of like floating around there, this is disgusting to talk about, I'm so sorry. Aside from the little bits and pieces that are floating there though, very, very intact. Whoever said isopropyl is not a good, preservative, I'm gonna show them the lizard. Yo, I wanna see it. Can I show that on stream? Can I show preserved animals on stream? Let me look it up. I'm so sorry to the Vive viewers, this is maybe not on stream. Well, let's see. Can I show preserved? Is it preserved or preserved? I think it's preserved. Animals on Twitch. Probably not. Oh, lovely. There's a Reddit link here. Preserved. Thank you for spell checking me. Oh. Question chat. Are you guys holding up there? Because I think my internet might have borked a little bit. You're all good on my end. That's good. Well, I don't think we're getting an answer to that. I didn't see anything about preserved animals, but they did say no dead animals. So, I cannot show the lizard on stream. But, the only thing that I've really noticed, with the, I'm trying to, like, keep an eye on, like, the metrics here. Yeah, no, that counts as dead animals. Yeah. Figures. The only thing that I've really noticed, the alcohol is yellow now. Oh, wait, does that mean mukbang isn't allowed on Twitch? I think mukbang is different because typically the food is, like, you know, cooked already. Or if it's raw, it's probably, like, butchered already, right? But I will say, do you remember that Korean, mukbang creator? Oh my god, Twitch. Chat, please tell me you're still there. I think Opera is kind of having a stroke here. Yeah, I like how I have to say the, like, and we all know, she was the one who was eating live animals. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, I hate her. I hate her. Like, genuinely. Because it wasn't just the octopus, she did that to so many, like, she was torturing animals. And, like, making a game out of it. That was sick. Like, you know how, like, for a lot of, like, you gotta, like, dress food, right? Or, like, you fillet your fish, and then, like, you do some other things for, like, some other stuff. I don't know, I've never, like, cooked seafood before. Point being, she had, like, these live squids. This one was sad to me. This one I think was probably one of the worst ones that I had seen. The poor squid, she removed its hood while it was still alive. And oh my god, the way it, like, moved around on the counter. Oh, yeah, nothing bad ever happened to her. That pisses me off. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's insane. That people or that YouTube just let her get away with that. Does she still do it? I don't remember her name, but I am curious to know if she does still do it. Oh, hello! Oh my god, first time chat, Daffodila. I'm like so sure I know who you are from, like, Twitter and everything. I think I want to say her username is kind of like Daphne. I don't remember her name either. I don't know. Point being, I was that video made me so mad. Real quick, I'm just gonna respond to my friend real quick. Anyways, also I'm down for silksong. I finally catch you when I'm streaming. Yeah, I don't usually do Monday streams because Monday I usually have like my shift at the game store, and usually my shift at the game store involves D&D, but this time it did not. So I'm just like, okay, well, we'll just do it tonight, because I can't do it Tuesday. I might not be able to do it Wednesday, depending on things. I still gotta, like, check and make sure. But we'll see, we'll see. I do want to play Silksong, but I don't want to, like, slow down so heavily on, like, comic progress that I lose Steam for it again is the problem. Oh, I didn't realize there was another person here because of the username color. Yeah, Lamel. Yeah, that's like kind of the only thing that I want to hold off on, because it's like I want to play Silksong. I really do. Because I love Silksong. But at the same time, it's like I gotta do this. Hell yeah, I will definitely. I see your message there, Ryder. I will definitely check that out after stream. Hello, you spell yellow as well. Oh, I didn't know you could actually choose it. I thought it was just randomized whenever you entered, like, somebody's chat room. I'm literally just gonna set myself up for disappointment. I think that is my best course of action. Wait, so what time is it? We'll see. I think at the very least I should finish the outlines here before I even consider like the possibility of silking and songing tonight, because I really want to. We just got to Act 2 last time, and it's like, I gotta know what's going on, because it's also like eating away at me. It's like, I want to watch the funny Silksong content on YouTube, but I know if I watch Silksong content on YouTube, I will just get spoilers, or I will just start to get spoilers, and I'm like, I gotta resist. I still can't believe Team Cherry confirmed that it is like a sequel. Because it's like, man, there's just a whole thing now where it's like, there's just an ending now where the Hollow Knight is just running loose everywhere. I hope that comes across clear in words. I can probably sketch it out and show you if you want to come to the shop this weekend. We'll see. You can change the color whenever you want. Oh, I see. If it is randomized, it's cool that I got yellow as my color. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it does seem like you can change it. I mean, I know you can change it, but once again, I thought it was like randomized every single time. Oh, now you're just being cheeky. Yeah. I don't know if I can come to the shop this weekend, because again, costume planning and everything, with my buddies, but we'll see. it's always kind of hard to figure out Chino's, like, braids here. They're always a little bit tough. And honestly, it's not too bad. I usually, like, flub the sketch just because I know, like, what I'm basically supposed to do. It's still, like, very, like, how do I tackle this? Oh, right, when you zoomed in the braids, I thought you were drawing Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. I have also yet to see that film. Me too. I know it's good. I know it's good. I've heard so many good things about it. It's just, I am very forgetful. And I have trouble sitting down and watching things on my own. But yeah, no. I'm drawing D&D characters. Should be good. I think that actually like works really well for the way these braids look in my head. So now I'll just get rid of that. I like how my friend is also asking like, oh, what are you gonna do if they say like, oh, well, I like you too, and I'm like, I don't know. Celebrate, talk it out. What do you want me to do? I haven't watched it yet too, but to be honest, I've seen it in my timeline a lot. I see it all the time in my Instagram explore page. It looks fun. It looks like a really fun film. My cousins sang a bunch of the songs when we went for karaoke the other week. That was fun. It is good music. I think the only like actual like aside from the only like real exposure I have had to K-pop Demon Hunters was the League of Legends. What was it? Wild Rift? Their stupid AI generated trailer. It's so funny. Dude, the popular song on that movie, good lord, they play it every 15 minutes in the Lemon Juice Cafe. Used to study it. Yeah, that sounds about right. And see, that's the thing. I feel bad for like these kinds of movies where like they obviously the soundtrack is like really good, right? But then it's like I feel like the movie will just start to get like a lot of like hate because like their soundtracks are gonna get overplayed, and people are gonna get annoyed by it, and it's like, sob. The song is so good. I haven't actually like fully like listened to any of like the music. And mostly because K-pop just really isn't my thing. And I mean like really isn't my thing. I tried to get into it when I was in high school. This was maybe back in like 2017, 2018. I think that was like when it was at one of its like huge like peaks in here in the West. I've heard it enough times I think I'm allowed to have an opinion on it. Not really my kind of music. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what was it? I listened to one song. It was the popular golden one is just a typical pop, in my opinion. Oh, I see. Maybe. There's like some pop songs I like Chapel Roan. I love some of Chapel Roan's music, but it's like I think at a certain point, it's like, I can only tolerate pop music for, like, so long. Which is unfortunate, because, you know, it's not like pop music is bad at the end of the day. But it's like, I need... I'm just not a pop person. Or if I am, it's gotta have, like, a very, very specific sound to it, I think. Pop punk is good, though. Like Fall Out Boy and stuff. I'm not huge on, like, Fall Out Boy's, like, most recent things. But I do really, really enjoy, the Save Rock and Roll album. There's the one with, like, the sheep in the bedroom. I forgot what that one was called. But I like that one. Save Rock and Roll is probably, like, the one, Fall Out Boy album I listen to the most. And then, of course, there's MCR, but I feel like they're way less pop and they're way more punk. Not really into K-pop either. Korean songs I can vibe with, but Korean songs I can vibe with are usually Korean drama soundtracks. Infinity on High, I think that one is. The one with the sheep. Oh yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm just not used to, I don't watch K-dramas either is the other thing, so I'm not, like, super familiar with it at the same time. Again, at the end of the day, I grew up with Western music, like American music, I guess. Like rock and roll stuff like that, because that's what my dad listened to. That's what I like. I think for me it's gotta be jazz. Jazz is a good one. Jazz is a really good one. I wish I liked jazz more, or I guess rather I wish I liked it more so I could, like, listen to it, like, more regularly. But jazz is great. It's like, for me, I think if I want to listen to it regularly, I gotta be in a very, very, very specific mood. I just love everyone sitting here at the table. It's such a good scene, I think. I think at some point when I am really close to releasing, Jazz is my board and I want to be bored, which is a lot of the time. Real. That's actually so funny. I love that for you. What was I gonna say? I think when me and Johnny are about ready to release the comic, I do want to post, like, previews and stuff. I need to figure out how to advertise it. Because I don't really know how. I wish I was better at making TikToks, but I also just... The issue is really, like, I don't like the sound of my own voice. So, for me, I, like, do my best to avoid hearing it whenever I can. I hear it all the time at work, because it's my voice on the automatic greeter for the drive-thru, which is really funny. My dad likes jazz. I like it either, but it's not the stuff I can listen to every day. Yeah. Me personally, I rewatch my own streams. Ooh. I think that's a pretty good sign when, like, you can watch, like, your own streams back. I think that's a very good thing. I'm a psychopath like that. Oh, no, I think, like, if you have the ability to rewatch your own streams, that has to mean, like, to a degree, you find them entertaining, right? Like, whether it's, like, you want to take pride in, like, the way that you played, or something like that, I think that is a good thing at the end of the day. I don't think that's anything to be really, like, oh, I'm a psychopath for this, because if you think about it, a lot of streamers probably have to, like, rewatch their own, like, VODs and everything because, you know, a lot of them, they're probably starting off, like, posting to YouTube. They're probably editing it themselves. I've seen popular tweets saying that 4-panel comics are usually a thing. It's good to advertise. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's just, how am I gonna do that? Because it's not like, I don't want to make comics to advertise the comic, if that makes sense. Maybe I should just do, like, those OC lore TikToks. Spoil the whole thing. Reddit is honestly a good spot to get some good advertisement. Maybe. The high key though, I'm not huge on like Reddit. Johnny uses Reddit, and more power to him for that, but it's like, I don't want to use Reddit. I'll use Twitter just because, like, my Twitter space at least is curated enough to where I don't have to see all of the bullshit that's going on most of the time, and I'm usually on there for, like, 4 seconds at a time. Just like, okay, who posted? Okay, time to get back to touching grass. It's like, I never, like, really grew up on social media. Like, I think a lot of people who are my age, like, they're way more used to the whole, like, posting, things and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just here, like, this is stupid half the time. Like, I hate, sometimes I hate social media, other times it's great. And then but it's a whole thing. For me, it's, like, kind of, like, trying to figure out, like, how do I keep this from being, like, a chore? You know, at the end of the day. Because I want to enjoy this, right? Because, being an artist, I want it to be my career, and part of that is gonna have to be, like, doing the whole, like, content, like, management stuff, and it's like, man. 4 panels is easy to read, but can make readers want more. Reddit is blocked in my country, so use a VPN to access it. That's actually so funny. Your country's kind of goated for that. I'm kidding. That's, I think Reddit has its moments where it's like, you know, normal, I guess, is a good way to put it. Again, typically I just use Twitter because it's like, I just simply ignore most of the bullshit that happens on Twitter. If it's simple, if I want to see the Twitter drama, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video essay about it, not go look for it myself. 99% of the time, I don't even want to be involved in drama. There was only one time that I ever got involved in drama. It's because this person was just super, super weird. And I had to, like, call them out in, like, the art share thread that they tagged me in. Oh my god, I will never get over that. At some point I'm gonna have to, like, put out a post too explaining, like, hey, if you're just gonna keep, like, spamming, like, art moots and stuff in my comments, I'm going to ignore it. Cause I keep seeing it happen and I'm just like, how do I explain it? I hope you're fine about it now. Yeah. That other time at the drive-thru, yeah. Ridiculous stuff. That whole Twitter drama thing that I had to get involved with, that I unfortunately got involved with, it wasn't like a super, super big thing, it was just, like, annoying. To summarize, there was this person, so I used the art moots tag, cause, I don't know, I feel like tags are, like, vaguely important, even though half the time I see posts. Who reminds me of the Cinder response? Oh, Jesus. I just use it because, like, I think it's good to, like, tag stuff, but sometimes it's like, I don't know what to tag this as, so I kind of just tag it as art moots because that's kind of all I can think of. So this girl, she's, like, I think at the time she was, like, 16 or 17, it was one of the two. And she's like, oh, you want to be art moots? And at the time I was, like, responding, like, yes to them because it was like, oh, sure, you know, we'll just help each other out as, like, it's what we do as the art community and stuff, right? I didn't mind that. And then, she asks me, do you want to go on my tag list? I'm like, oh, sure, yeah. I had to ask what that was first because I was, like, new to the concept. But after she explained it to me, I was like, oh, okay, sure, right. I don't see anything wrong here. I look at her bio. It did say that she was, like, Catholic and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. I think she was like working on a novel or something like that. Like she had like 2 OCs or something. And yeah, it was like a thing, and I was like, okay, it was like pretty normal up to a certain point. And eventually she found my blue sky, asked me to this is just such a funny rabbit hole of stuff that things just kept happening. It was like it was so weird. She finds my blue sky, asks me to follow her, and I was like, oh yeah, since we're moots on Twitter, I guess we'll be art moots on Blue Sky too, because that's only fair. But she didn't follow me back, and I was just like, are you gonna follow me back? Because I feel like that's typically the agreement with like being art moots with someone, right? You're mutuals. You are mutually following each other. And her response was, oh yeah, sorry, it's just I didn't realize that I was following you because I don't normally follow like people with demonic characters as their profile picture. And I'm like, you asked first on Twitter, but okay, sure. To her credit, she did follow me, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine, as long as she doesn't like make a big deal out of it. Oh, hi Biba, welcome, great interaction, yeah, I know. So it's like, okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna make the biggest deal about it, because as long as she's not making a big deal out of it either, I don't see any reason why I should. Right? Like, I want to be respectful to that, because I think it's important to just be... I think it's just important to be, Are they still following? No. I'll get to that in a moment. So here is the next thing that happened with this person. Again, I'm on her tag list, and it was like an art train, kind of. It was like one of those art, quote things. And it was like, if you see this, post a magic user, right? So she tags me in it, I like and repost and everything, right? As one does. And I wanted to post my own. And at the time I had recently drawn a witch character. Her name, this is not super relevant, but I just wanted to say her name because, for funsies. I think her name is Hazel. She rides, rather than ride around on a broom like, you know, other, like, witches the way you would imagine them to. She rides around on a giant black cat, which I thought was fun. And, you know, like, witches aren't real. So it's like, oh, I love witches, like they're so fun, I like them as like characters and stuff, right? And mind you, because I was tagged in her post, I had quoted from her post. Cool concept, thank you, I like it a lot. Of course she gets the notification that I quoted from it, and she gets it in her head to comment this. Like, I hate witches, but I like cats though. And then she goes on to trauma dump about this cat that she owned. Well, to be fair, she might actually believe in the existence of witches and magic as the work of the devil. I mean, yeah, but it's like... At the same... Yeah, but like, who asked, you know? And she like trauma dumps about this cat that she used to own that I think kind of like died a little bit early because of like something. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but then it's like, I wasn't sure if I should have like pointed out the fact that she kind of like insulted my art by saying that she hates witches. I was just like, you know what? She's like 16. It's rude to say something like that under post about the exact thing, which has killed your cat, bro. No, literally. Because it's like, it said post a magic user, and you know, it's like I could have posted my tiefling druid, but I feel like it said magic user, so it's like I wanted to do something that was more like wizardy, and I wanted to post my OC. So I posted Hazel. Like that's what it was at the end of the day. And it was just like, okay, I'm sorry about your cat, I guess. So some time goes by without like any like incidents from her, and I think she started copying me around this. I remember it was like New Year's this year, right? I had made some New Year art because I really wanted to. I thought it'd be really cute to draw Aryan Lilac. Doing like a little like New Year's kiss kind of thing. I thought that would be cute. So, man, this is a sad breakup story. Don't phrase it as a breakup story. This was a kid. It was just funny. It was just really funny the way that she responded to so many of my things. So I think she got the idea to do art shares from me because I was getting a lot of oh my god, James. I think she got the idea from me because I was getting a lot of interactions, and obviously interactions are really good for what's it called, for internet stuff. So she started doing her own, and it was supposed to be like the way she was doing it. It was something to the effect of like, oh, like once a month I'm gonna host like an art share or something. And of course I'm on the tag list, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna post my New Year's art. So I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Kerr, yada yada. I made like New Year's art of my like of my characters. Oh my god, this is the best part. She replies like, oh, I really like the glitter effect you did on the dress. You might not have a pretty art style, but your effects are always great. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry? Like, let's just, like, recap here, right? You tag me in your art share. Oh, it was that person? Yeah. It was this person. You tag me in your art share. I share my art. It's just like the general manager. Literally, except this is literally just a child who just does not know how to behave on the internet. But it's like, you ask me to share my art, and then you have the audacity to say like, oh, it's not pretty. Like, I don't think it's pretty. I know you're 16, but, somebody's gotta slap some sense into you, I'm sorry. So, I called her out, like, hey, like, genuinely not cool. Or okay. Like, at all. And I had to explain, like, you understand, if you're gonna be out here, like, giving criticisms like this, people aren't gonna wanna share their art. In fact, it probably, like, discourages a lot of artists and everything. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm just so used to being honest. Like, just don't do that again. And I had made a post about it, right? Because I wanted to, I wanted to, like, let people know, like, hey, if you're going to do this, watch what you say. Because, me personally, while some people might argue, like, well, this is just kind of how the space goes a little bit sometimes. You know what, I should actually color this. Oh, no, I have Aries reference out, I'll just do it like this. It's like, I feel like in my community, I don't need to, it shouldn't be something that I have to say, but it's like, I'm gonna say it anyways, because it's like, it's good to, I think it's good to just say it at the end of the day, because, you know, things like this do happen, as it evidently did. And oh my god, this is my favorite part personally. She quoted that post. She quoted that post, and here's another thing that I forgot to mention. She I think she's from Spain, I think, or some Spanish-speaking country. So, you know, it's not like English is her first language, but primarily, and this is important, primarily her audience is English-speaking. And you can see it, like, most of the interactions, or the posts that I think got the most interactions were posts that were in English, hence her audience, like, primarily speaks English, right? She had, like, I don't know, it was like a 10-part apology, because, you know, like, Twitter threads and, like, character limits and stuff. Apology, like, loosely, in the loosest use of the word possible. And she was trying to explain herself. She was basically saying, like, oh, well, the way I grew up, like, I don't really know how to, like, interact with people, and I always feel like I can just be, like, super honest online. And I'm like, that's not a good thing, because if this is you being honest, you're kind of just outing yourself as a bad person. Like, I went ahead and took the time to translate and read her thing, because I was like, well, I want to see what she has to say for herself, you know? And, man, it was just full of the most, like, BS excuses I think I have ever seen. It was so, like, what are you on about? Like, just because I don't think it's that hard to recognize that on a public art thread, you shouldn't say, oh, I don't think your art is pretty. That's, like, huh? Like, even aside from, like, the general, like, positivity, that, like, I try to have, like, in my, community and everything. Why, like, I don't know, it was a whole thing. It was ridiculous, because, like, I think yeah, it's common sense. You will never catch me writing an apology on the internet. Lamel. Yeah, it's common sense not to, like, say stuff like that, like, I'm sorry, but it's like, nobody, I didn't ask for you to say, like, oh, like, I didn't ask, like, oh, what do you think of my art? It was an art share. That's all you had to do. Which, again, it's just so funny to me how that played out. What ended up happening, later on down the line, I think I did, as much as I didn't want to take her, like, criticisms that seriously, because, you know, it's like, this is literally just, like some random person on the internet, like, why should I care? Well, even still, if it was, I think regardless of who said it, it still, like, kind of got to me. It's like, Jesus Christ, maybe my art does fucking suck, right? But honestly, I guess I'd give more slack, because I was that kid on, at some point, but on Discord. Yeah, but it's like, on Discord, I think it's a little bit, like, more understandable, because at least, like, Discord is way more like a messaging platform than it is, like, you know, a social media platform like Twitter. And you know, I do want to give her some slack too at the end of the day, even still, because it's like, I get it, she's young. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. Saying things like that is only appropriate if somebody asks a brutally honest question about their art. Yeah, exactly, I agree. And it's like, come on, how do you... Come on. These 2 shades of gray are actually like super similar, kind of. It's okay. But it's like, I guess for me it's like, somebody must have raised you with manners, right? Where are they? That was kind of like how I felt by the end of it. Watch too much Gordon Ramsay. Imagine. Oh my god, I kind of want to pull out the apology just to like review it, but nah, it's whatever. It happened like so long ago. I'm just reliving some silly memories here. But yeah, no, that was just strange. I think it was, what was upsetting to me was that it kind of did get to me a little, it did get under my skin, because it is just, it's hard to hear something like that from anyone, really. It doesn't matter if it's like a random kid on the internet, or like maybe an artist you actually do, maybe someone like actually like in your audience. Like it's hard to hear that, because you know, I take a lot of pride in what I do. Like, these illustrations aren't things that I just pull out of my sleeve. Oh, they're an adult now. They might be 17 now. You know, these illustrations aren't these are things that I like pour a lot of time and energy into. It's like, I don't really want to hear something like stupid like that. Or something hurtful like that. But like, here's the best part. She was like trying to like overcompensate in a sense, I guess, about like what she said. And she's just like, you can't let the haters get to you. You know, you have, your art style is like great because you have like really pretty effects. And I'm like, I already know what your opinion is of me. Like, stop lying to me. So this is kind of where, I personally take, yeah, it's so stupid. So this is personally where I kind of, decided like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever had to like put up with. And I'm gonna do a little bit of trolling of my own, you know? So at some point she had made a post like, oh, I'm super close to X amount of followers or something, right? And I just, very quietly, without saying anything, I just went ahead and unfollowed and blocked. I think it took her a while to realize like I was not doing anything with her stuff anymore, and eventually she did unfollow me too. Which I don't mind, that was definitely coming, but it was just a whole thing. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna give like the account or anything, because I think that would be like very shitty if I did that. But man, that was a silly experience on Twitter. One thing that that is like very like, that does make me very like happy though is all of the comments on the little, it wasn't exactly a call-out post, but I guess I don't really know what else to call it. I guess an awareness post is a good way to start there. It was like everyone just kind of like being like, oh my god, how could like someone actually do this? And I'm sure she saw all of, like, those comments and everything. Probably realized what she had done, but I think high-key, her, again, apology was written. The music change is fitting to the story. Real. Yeah, it kind of is, actually. Her apology, I think, was written in Spanish because she didn't want to come out as the person who had said this, but she wanted to say something. How should I say it? It was like she wanted to apologize, but she didn't want to be caught. We'll put it that way. So, like, again, I think, I don't know if she's, like, if I can really say she's, like, learned her lesson or anything there, but, 'cause I haven't actually checked on her account in a while. I think it was doing, like, decently well, last I remember, but, you know, I don't, like, check it that often or anything. I just hope, like, she's learned her lesson, because it's, like, it's a good thing it was me, that she said that to, because I think the rest of the internet probably would have been very unkind to her, as evidenced by some close friends, their reaction to the news. My good buddy Neil on Discord was so ready to throw hands with this 16-year-old kid, and I'm just like, Neil, I love you, buddy, but, like, I'm just here to, like, vent about it. You do not gotta, you don't gotta do anything. It was just a whole thing. But yeah. And once again, I didn't like the apology, at all. I thought it was very, once again, it comes across as very, like, I want to be, like, I want to apologize, but again, I don't want to be caught for it, because what if, like, my audience sees this and then suddenly I lose, like, my followers and everything. It's like, I don't want to suffer the consequences for my actions. Like, I'm gonna apologize, but I'm not gonna take accountability for it. That's what it was. Basically. Did she do it for every person? Like, everyone who posted their art? I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because, I think, I never participated in an art share again, but I did see one, where a couple people posted. I think she only reposted the ones, or retweeted the ones, whose art style she liked. Honestly, like, kind of a red flag person, like, for a couple of other things, in my opinion. But again, 16-year-old, like, what are you gonna do? She had a post in Spanish, where she was saying, like, she was saying that she doesn't like it when artists who draw her characters, for free, by the way, because usually it's MOOTS. No, but what's the point of being moots? Yeah. She had a thing, in Spanish where she posted, like, she doesn't like when people who draw her characters, miss out on, like, really, like, small details. And then she wrote, but I don't complain because I get the art for free. Like, you're complaining right now. Oh my god, I forgot about this other thing she did to me. It was kind of around this time where, I did the holiday art raffle, where I was drawing one winner from Blue Sky and one winner from Twitter, every week it was for something like 5 weeks straight. And it was 1 chibi per entry. And she kept bothering me in the comments, like, can you please, like, draw 2 for me? And I'm like, no, because that's not what I have down in my rules. Red flag. Yeah, huge, huge red flag there. I just realized. I think this is on the wrong layer. Yeah, no, she would not listen to the rules. She was like trying to be like super entitled about it. And then I think one of the last things I like really noticed about her and the way she was behaving, this is I think the biggest red flag. She was hosting a Your Character Here raffle, right? It was something. It was like you could have your character. It was like the base kind of leaned against like this sort of garden wall thing, and there's like a very like naturey scene around the character base. My favorite thing was this. Okay, like I get it. She's Catholic, so she didn't want any demonic characters. Fair enough, you know. I'll respect that. One of the other rules about the characters that you could submit, you could only submit female characters. I'm just like... Come on. Come on. I think it was specifically because the Your Character Here base was in a dress, so I guess it's like, oh, well, I can't have guys wearing dresses, which is just so, like, immature. Like, come on, it's 2024. Yeah. It was just funny. Actually, I think it might have been this year, so it might have actually just been 2025. Point being, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was kind of tempted to like submit a character just to see what would happen. I have a sneaking suspicion if her like randomizer wheel landed on my name, she was probably just gonna spin it again. I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time with this. Like, I don't think she deserves it. But yeah, that was a silly little situation I dealt with there. I guess, once again, just a big thank you to everyone who was showing their support in the comments on my awareness post there, because that was, I won't lie, that was kind of a shitty way to start off the year, or the new year, but I'm glad that everyone, you know, agreed, like, but sometimes I get worried about these kinds of things. It's like, man, am I just like, am I actually overreacting, or is this messed up? But it's really nice to see that everyone had agreed, like, yeah, this is a... beef with a 16-year-old is pretty wild, yeah. Yeah, but, you know, it's like... it's more I was more frustrated at the complete lack of, like, social awareness here. It's like... or, like, the lack of manners, I should say. Because it's like, come on. You can't be that, you can't be that, like... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not dense. It's like... It's as Daffo said, like, it's common sense. You should know you shouldn't be, like, saying these things to someone, especially when you're the one tagging them to, like, participate in the art share. Like, that's kind of where this frustration comes from for me, where it's like... like, hey buddy, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? Anyways. Insensitive? Yeah. Yeah, I think insensitive is actually a really good word. honestly, I think my biggest question to her would be this. I know she has a problem with, like, demonic characters and everything, right? And that's fine if you're, like, Catholic and everything, but it's like, I have had my little Sona, as my profile picture for, like, a long, long time now. So it's like, so why did you ask to be Art Moots in the first place? You know? Like, I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to be Moots for that reason, right? Like, I'm gonna respect that. Because, you know, I think, even though I'm not a very religious person at the end of the day, I think it's still, like, I think it's important to, like, just respect that. Because, you know, that is technically a boundary that has been set. My question is, it's like, you saw the profile picture. You saw the profile picture, why did you do it anyways? She wanted the number, maybe. Yeah. Did she ever talk about anything religious? She took a lot of pride in being Catholic, which, again, nothing wrong with that necessarily, but, giving the history of religion and the way it has been genuinely used as a weapon against, different communities, I think the way that she talked about it, just, even if that wasn't her intent, just always, like, ew. Like, I think that was mostly it. I don't recall her saying anything, like, immediately, like bad. A lot of it was, like, kind of, like, red flaggy, yeah, but I wouldn't outright call them, like, things that immediately, like, hey, this person is bad. It was just things just like, okay, this person's a little bit, like, it's not, I don't know how to put it. It's like they're problematic, but they're not, it's more of, like, an annoyance, really, more than it was, like, a genuine issue, in my opinion. Well, one of the teachings of Catholicism conversion is trying to convert people to something. Oh, maybe that's what she was trying to do. Yeah. I mean, good luck. I think, I don't know. At the end of the day, it was just a really, really, like, weird person, on the internet. I would hope that she's, like, matured a bit now and kind of, like, realizes, like, you know, maybe I shouldn't, have things as, like, maybe, not that she should take her religion less seriously, but it's more of, like, like, really, I guess the best way to put it, really learn to, like, love your neighbor, you know? Like, don't just tolerate them, like, get, like, really, like, know and understand them, because I think, that way it's just, I think when you really, like, put into, like, take the whole, like, love your neighbor thing, to, like, treat it the way it's supposed to be, you kind of realize, like, yeah, there's just different walks of life, and that's okay. You don't need to, like, or I guess the better way to put it, I hope she's, like, more modest about her religion, because modesty, is kind of needed there. I think, I mean, yeah, But yeah, I mean, of course they speak of it as the best thing in the world because it is their truth. I think I would consider myself quite religious, but I would always try to be kind unless I face a criminal. Yeah, exactly. It's the difference between focus on a relationship with your beliefs and focus on, like, perceived fault with others. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, absolutely, like, stick to, the beliefs in your religion, but also keep in mind, like, do not use your beliefs as an excuse to, like, as an excuse for your shitty behavior. And like, again, I do genuinely hope that she's like matured, for that. I'm not super like sure because again I don't really look at her account. I think she's like one of the only accounts I have blocked on Twitter just because it's like, okay, you're kind of annoying. But yeah, very, very silly stuff. I really gotta like clean up this stuff. Button's really just the same color. Did I miss that? I guess so. Well, I won't question it. Let's see. 1206. I think we'll color Modius. And then I might just switch to Silksong for like an hour. And hopefully within that hour we can like explore more of the Citadel. Yes, exactly. That kind of behavior is the thing that causes bad perceptions. Exactly, and I don't want to perceive religion as a bad thing because I think the more you do that, the more division it creates, you know? Like, we don't need any more division. We need way less of it. I know some people kind of believe that religion is like a super, super bad and evil thing. But to me, it's like, I feel like that's just kind of unfair because it's like you can meet really, really, really good religious people who, you know, aren't like super fanatics for their faith. And they understand that there's a balance between their religion and their real-world relationships because I think religion kind of does have a tendency to paint things as like being more simple than they actually are. The reality is that the world is like very complex and very complex and very different and kind of like ridiculous to manage half the time. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, you gotta choose. You're living now. You know? Like, do you really want to hurt the people around you? For this kind of thing, because it's like, I don't know. And then once again, I just think it's a little ridiculous too, because the Bible does teach us to be very loving towards one another. So it's like, why are we putting up with this? I do understand that if you believe that people around you might go to eternal damnation, you might start freaking out. But it's like, yeah. But I think at the end of the day, it's like, there's ways to go about it, and I think the beauty of having like free will too is just like, well, yeah, my friends might go to eternal damnation, but they're happy here, and I think as long as they are genuinely like living like good lives, they're not hurting people around them and everything, I don't think they would ever go to eternal damnation. Like, again, I'm not religious or anything. But I do believe if you want to believe in like heaven and hell and stuff like that, it's not that hard to get into heaven if you think about it, because all it takes is like, really all it is just like, don't be a dick, you know? And it's pretty easy to be a nice person, in my opinion. I think you have to go out of your way to be you have to go out of your way to be like a really, really bad person. I think it's just a lot easier to be a good person. Alright. Well, it is 12:10. I think it'll be very, very funny if we just played Hollow Knight for an hour. So I like the progress that we made so far. I think it'll be good rest too if I just take the comic work a little bit slow. I do need to make sure Halloween stuff is in order too, so alright. 3, 2, 1, screen, jump scare, because it's gonna have to readjust. Alright. Yeah. It's always a little scary doing that just because, like, I never know if it's gonna, like, mess with the stream or anything. But, it never seems to, so it's like, should be fine. Alright. Such is the funny interpretation of a verse where apparently eating shrimp will get you sent straight to hell. Exactly. Exactly. Like, how literally do you want me to take the Bible? I'm sorry. I don't think it needs to be taken that seriously. Or, I mean, that literally, I should say. I think, like, I think there's good teachings in there, and I think there's stuff that, well, it's like, well, we live in a different time now, you know? And we don't need to pay, like, super, super hard attention to detail. Once again, I think just being, you know, a nice and friendly person is more than enough to get you into heaven at this rate. On the subject of, all of this, though, it is... There was a guy in the drive-thru not too long ago. His order total came out to $6.66, and he was just like, no, like, that's such a bad number. I'm like, don't worry, bro, I got you. I gave him like a 10% discount. Just like, you know what? Let me do this for this guy. I know I shouldn't be, like, giving out discounts, like, willy-nilly at the store. But in my head, it's like, I want to help the customers out at the end of the day. Our food is dummy, stupid expensive. Oh, you know what? Let me change the stream info, too. Play. We have 10, the viewers flashed 10 there for a moment. All night silksong, update stream info. Oh man. Did I ever get Jehovah's Witness at our door? We had Mormons once. Kind of. They weren't exactly at our door. But they kind of like drove by, and me and my brothers were standing outside, and you know, we all look like Asian, so they started speaking Mandarin at us, which is so crazy. And we were just like, oh, no, we don't speak Mandarin. More importantly, I forget what we said to get them to, like, leave, but it was something, I think it might have been something to the effect of, like, oh, we're a Catholic household, actually. Poor guy, the next number is an internet meme. Lamau. 67, yeah. Oh, 10 viewers, oh my god, hi, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen it that high. I haven't seen it that high in a while. I'm just waiting for the content. I swear, silksong takes forever to launch. But yeah, no, I like helping the customers out at the end of the day. I give discounts where I'm really, really not supposed to. Like, I could genuinely get fired for that. But to me, I think it's more important to just help the customers out every so often. Like, wherever I can. Like, for example, if an EBT card declines, I'm gonna give them a 10% discount, to help them out, because I get it, you know? They gotta eat. And I understand that Carl's Jr. is expensive, I think expensive enough to be called, like, a luxury to an extent, because even though the food's not that good, it is expensive, and, you know, you could just eat somewhere cheaper. But it's like It's rough right now. For everyone, it's like I want to help the customers out because don't I think it's stupid the way we price things. All right. We got 45 minutes. You think that's enough time to figure out how to get out of the citadel? Oh, look at this. Yeah, we'll probably put some on a bead. Oh! That was not what that is. Speaking of religion, I guess. Speak now, thy confession will be heard. You have confessed a sin most grave and must by works cleanse yourself. Return to your task and work off cycle, neither eating nor supping until new cycle begins. By grace of Farlum Eternal, you may never tire. Toil and be forgiven. Well, that's 25 rosaries I'm never seeing again, but that is funny that that's just automated. When's the last time I've been to a confession? There's a really... Probably... Oh, okay, no, that's not. Can I have a platform here? Oh, I don't think I get a platform here, actually. Ow. Have to lurk. Oh, that's quite alright. I hope whatever you're doing is, I hope it's not too... Oh my god, stressful. Unlike this. It was like 3rd or 4th grade, I think. You should have seen what I confessed to. It was hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I'm actually terrible at this. Let me... Oh, I gotta spend money for the bench again. I just realized. At least it's only 15, and we still got the other things on the strength for us. But anyways, let me actually focus here, because this is kind of like... Okay, there we go. Laval. Game's quite loud? Oh. I also remember last time. I just realized I need to actually say what I confessed to. At the time... I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. And my dad kind of made a big deal about like finishing food because, you know, the starving children in the Philippines. I don't say it like that to like trivialize it. I know it's a serious thing. But it is kind of funny the way he like said it so much is what I'm trying to get at here. That's really all it is. But the school lunches, man, they were disgusting. So sometimes I quite literally just did not, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was an arena. Oh shit. It's the Mace Bugs children. I love how it's in the Philippines, yeah. But yeah, I didn't like finishing my food because the food was just really bad. And I'm sure that comes across as like kind of privileged, but man, that food was very gross. Oops. It is Mace Bugs children now that I look at it. Oh my god. This is rough. Fuck no, bad food is worse than no food. I mean, I think it depends. Like, I know beggars can't be choosers, but this was not one of those, situations. So I think I had, like, confessed to, the priest. It's like, I would tell my parents I finished my food, when in reality I just threw it away. Which, again, was kind of funny, in hindsight. Oh my god. Oh my god. So 50 Hail Marys and 300 Our Fathers. Lamel, yeah. Oy. That gauntlet is actually kind of tough. I'm gonna have to actually focus. That guy needs to, like, get away from the edge so I can actually... Man, that arena is tight. Oh boy. I hope this is not what we spend the whole stream doing. At least the way back isn't too bad. I am kind of annoyed with this guy because it's like I wish he would, like, just get away from the edge. There we go. For my confession, I remember I was chasing chicks and I mean like the young of chicken. Accidentally, oh my god! I accidentally stepped on one is crazy. Hey! Let's go. At least that arena was short. Okay. Yeah, that is traumatic, though. I will say that. Ah! Well, at least the arena is over. Oh wait, there was a thing back there. GG's, great use of tools. Yeah, it's great when I remember they exist. Oh! Ah! You're kidding me. I was trying to use him to get Silk to heal. It's okay, at least we got past, arguably the worst part. And I'm glad it was a short arena too, because that space was not fun to fight in. I won't lie, the way the screen shakes, I feel like it kind of makes, like, the platforming a little bit hard to see. Here we go. Let's get this guy, though. Yeah, we should have had that one in the bag. I don't know why. By the way, you could switch back to Threadstorm if that was more comfortable. I think either or. Oh. Let me not fall all the way down. Because what is it? We're trying to get back up here, right? There we go. Oh, wait, can I actually... Yeah, I'll grab the stuff that fell down here real quick. We are in uncharted territory now. Wouldn't it be so funny if we just happened upon like a boss room or something and then I have to spend the next... Ah! I need to pay attention. Whoopsies. Man, it is so dark in here. Where's my Lumafly lantern when I need it? Holy... Man, it is dark in here. Ah! Okay, well this is a little brighter. Still not ideal. Ah. Why are the flying enemies always the worst to deal with? Fuzzball. You're dealing as much damage as the radiance. No, literally. Ah. They're cute, though. I do like these enemies. Down here. There we go. There's a thing here. I don't think I'm supposed to go there yet. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Can I... No? You're not gonna let me? This doesn't go anywhere. Sob. Where's my secret area behind the waterfall? Everyone knows, oh shit. Everyone, oh my god. You're back. I'm sure there's a way to pogo that little guy, but, let's continue on to another bench! Huzzah. Okay, so what's going on now? I'm not too upset over the fact that we haven't explored all of it yet, because I do really want to see more of Act 2, and we can always come back. Corral chambers. I think that was kind of where we came in from, right? Or maybe not. Let's see. My dumbass was wondering where all the corals were. Lamau. Well, I think all the people who are supposed to be seeing the corrals are very dead. Let's see, can I don't know. I'm sure a bunch of those fell. Never mind. No, I mean like actual corals. These. Oh! Well, the emoji isn't loading in on my end, but, with the spelling I get it. Ooh. Okay, shortcut. Good, good. More uppies? Lever. We can go in here. Oh, this is useful. There we go. Let's see. What else? Just a little bit of grave robbing, I think. Oh, Dynamom TV is raiding with a party of 6. Oh my god, welcome raiders! Oh, this is cool. Hello, I hope you had a great stream. Oh my god, this is cool. It's another raid. Hello! How was your stream? I would like to hear how it's gone. We're playing Silksong. Oh wow! Technically I just got done with art and I was like, I want to play Silksong. So we're playing Silksong for about the last order. A machine is playing a model of the Citadel. Interesting. Oh, perfect. Oh, wow. We found the credits in this game. Oh, jeez. Wow. Hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah, well, that's a closed door. Oh, man. Oh, man, this area is big. But we are making progress. No, okay, so I have to go down this way. I'm like, I feel kind of like scared to like move because it's like, ah. It's like, I don't, it's very dim and I'm like, I'm not sure what to expect. Like, we're just kind of going. Pigeon apology. Good luck, have fun, bug game. Thank you. Yeah. More pigeons. Huh. What a heavenly glow this is. I do have a wild story from today. Oh, you know I always want to hear the stories, Biba. Oh. Oh my god, it's her. What's this? The little spider climbs so high, here to stand a quiver at our startling citadel. Pale child, you return only to mock. Neither you nor your land have proven my match. This sleeping citadel shall be no different. Spider dear, why do you remain so distressingly optimistic? The power that waits above, you cannot conceive. Her who would snuff out that hope with barely a glance. Fool child, you still think me blind to the form of your liege, having come this far? This land's grandeur, the devotion of its bugs, and the curse that befalls them, the signs are clear. Your kingdom is in the thrall of a creature beyond bug, one of that higher caste. Whatever it desires my silk and my shell, whatever its desire for my silken shell, it shall find I'm quite attached to both. Marvelous. So the spider knows something of fathomless beings, and it still hopes to stand against one, a god. Where do you hide this boundless strength you claim, spider? I watched your struggle towards us. Yours was a painful, broken trek. One needs grace to stand before the divine. And you best keep watching, child. I've found those who claim themselves a god can rarely match the title. Experience tells me even gods can fall. Man. Croissant, Ooh. Oh. Ah! Oh. Oh, I probably just wasted those. Let's see. There's probably a bench somewhere soon, right? Because it's been a little bit. Let's see. Let's go here first. A white lock bearing a surgical symbol. Interesting. So, I guess a surgeon's key of sorts. So yeah, that's another confirmation that this is a sequel. Oh yeah, huh, because, Pale King and everyone. Oi! Yeah, you come down here, actually, where I have way more ground to fight on. There we go. That's crazy. I can give the TLDR. I also can elaborate if you want me to hop in like times fast, but I don't want to disturb the bug game flow. You can do the TLDR if you'd like, and, cause I do agree with the whole bug game flow here. There's kind of a thing we got going on. Can I break that? I can! We're getting enemies. I think these enemies honestly aren't too bad. Like these little citadel guards. I wonder what this is. Especially when exploring a new spot. Yeah, glass breaker. Yeah. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Oh, hang on. I see where it's supposed to go now. Yeah, so what if I want to break a little bit of glass? A rosary necklace. Ooh. I'm sure that's gonna be great for when I inevitably die and lose all of my rosaries again. Yeah, we're in a really new spot, so I really want to, like... Oh, there's so much glass to break. I'm not... I am not beating these allegations. You. Unfortunately for that guy, I saw that one coming. Spikes. I just want to make sure you're... Yeah, it sucks that we lose those rosaries, but that's okay. It's less habited than I thought it would be. Consider very satisfying. Yeah, the glass is pretty satisfying to break. Ooh! Hooray! Should I be concerned about the people that I'm killing? Because now that we're in the Citadel, it kind of just seems like we're killing, like, citizens, you know? I understand they're still cult members, but it's like... Yeah, I guess they are still just cult members. Interesting. So I was a guest star in my friend's D&D campaign, and it is a very weird game. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright, so weird D&D game. I've got that part so far. I'm gonna heal right now. I see a floor with a lot of spikes. I am simply just going to heal. We still... Oh, this looks like a shop. You guys do not come alive. Okay. Yeah. I'm literally just gonna, like, kill these guys. They're running Vecna Eve of Ruin. Oh, yeah, but the pitch is all PCs are background characters of existing media who have died off screen. So if you want to be... So if you want to be from Hollow Knight, you can't play Hornet, but you can play a failed vessel. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I... Oh. Oh. They came alive. I can't be bothered. The slab. Ooh, I don't have a map for this. But surely I can pay for a map somehow. Can I pogo that? No, it looks like Lumafly abuse a bit again. You have to play a character who could have existed in the background. I think I remember you mentioning this one. Yeah, I remember the rules. Man, I love when a gate is just that easy to open. We should have more gates like that. So, oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't have have any silk. Oh, this is like the fungal wastes of the Citadel. So I played a freelancer from Red vs. Blue, or simply put, I was a fucking Halo Spartan, and it was so funny. Oh no. Oh, this is such a funny concept. That's a really funny thing to imagine in like a D&D setting. Stop doing that. Shard bundle? It's pretty good. I got to play into how weird it was. That's actually great. Question, I guess then. For the campaign, does your friend actually try to use like older English vernacular for the setting? And did that play into how like weird the thing was? Man, I love how I can watch the game under glasses. Yeah, I don't have like the best setup for that, but oh. I'm gonna have to pay attention now. Ooh, I see OBS, yeah. Maybe one day, maybe one day we'll have, that's a little bit more silk. Fantastic. Maybe one day I'll accidentally dox myself with the reflection on my glasses. No, they go more into the multiversal side of D&D, so no Old English, but a lot of devils and fiends were being fought, which made him very confused. That is very funny to think about. Ooh. Oh! Oh! What was that about? Oh boy. Our last bench was kind of far. Let me just kite this guy a little bit. Frostbite. Yeah, clearly. One of the parts of the fight was a monster who would only leave if a party member died. They lost 3 death saves, but the bad guy said it was not enough times. They said they needed to roll past a revivify time. He was just standing there screaming, "Dead is dead, anytime past dead is really arbitrary." That's so good. Well, I guess we can't explore the Frostbite area yet. So I guess we'll just head back over here. Yeah, being dead is kind of like an interesting thing in D&D, because it's like, well, there's a couple different definitions that we can go with here. Oh, I wonder then if that one thing was breakable, if I can break this. Yeah, there we go. Frayed rosary string. He doesn't know Revivify has a well-known timer. How could he? Yeah. Actually, I could use the silk from you as long as you're not super annoying about it. Hooray! We'll do that real quick. We need to find another bench. Did I not see the Bell Beast sign? Oh my god, where? Wait, I'm stupid. Where? I'm not very smart. And I understand that. Like, up here? What was it? It's back there. Like back towards like the actual citadel? Left. Oh. Oh boy. Let me see. Oh! Oh yeah, how did I miss this? Gross. I wonder how many of these, like, creatures, like the AI is reused from Hollow Knight. Oh! Oi. Face the right way, Hornet. Holy. Well, hopefully it's not too much longer now. Lock with the mark of apostate. Unfortunate. We can't break our way through this one. Oh boy. Let me just try to be very careful here. There we go. Hooray! Yeah, the flies are very Gruz fly. Yeah, they do give me that. You know what I think we should do? I think we should absolutely go back to Bone Bottom, and we should see if our little friend is still there. Hooray! Puppy! Can I play the song for the puppy? I love this. Oh yeah, you do have doors I can open with the needle in. I don't really remember what they look like. It's kind of the problem here. But I think we should absolutely visit our buddies in Bone Bottom. Let them know that we made it to the Citadel and everything. Brag about it even. No! Where's our friend? What? What? What is this? What is this tomfoolery? Ow. Oh, good luck. They're like soft marked on the map, I see. What? What is happening? Ow. Ah! I can't believe Team Cherry would just do this to me. Ah, shit. Revenge is happening. I can see that. I feel like a lot of things are happening. Oh my god. Okay. What did I do to you besides, you know, kill you? Oh, I just realized I don't think I get my tools back because there's no bench. Why? I'm gonna go all the way over here. Are you shitting me? Oh my god, and we don't get our tools because there's no bench. Okay. Boss being so... I want to run over here, but then it's like I know... There we go. I don't want him to like push me so far from like... There we go. He's got a ton of health. Yeah, I can see that. Do I get anything from this? What was that about? Oh my god, wait, is Bone Bottom just completely destroyed? Hang on. Oh my god. Hey! Hang on, can I... I don't think anything's happening there. Hey, where's our friend? Hunter, I'm thinking it was you that cleared my basement. On first arrival here, the nesting creatures didn't take too kindly to my passing. Oh, they're cranky bugs, all right. They made an awful mess down here with their hatching and breeding. You've my many thanks for seeing them off. The chapel keeper. Is Bone Bottom just gone now? I'm so sad. That's actually, like... That's actually kind of sad. Hang on. There's no way. We get flashbanged real quick and we run back. Yeah, here's the elevator at least, but... Oh. No, they put it back, okay. Oh dear. What fearful events are sent to test we poor pilgrims? How could it be that our path to paradise is infested with such beasts? Oh, to brave such a world. Oh my, I'll need more rosaries, that's for certain. Please, traveler, wouldn't you trade with me? Well, I'd love to afford a simple key right now. I guess we'll get this. Might as well. Let's see. An icon of hope. Let's see. I do not have the shards for that right now. I guess in any case, how did I get up there before? I'm so confused. Gathering swarm huge, yeah. There used to be a platform there, that's what... I figured I wasn't crazy. Well, I guess for now... yeah, well, might as well just put the, Silk Storm on. Oy! Oh my god, thank you. Very sneezy today. That's not usually how that goes. Well, let's see. Guess for now, man, I don't know. Big sniff, yeah, big sniff. Oh, and there's a bot. Let's see, when we ban... Oops. Not what I meant to do. Let's see, what should we do with the last 3 minutes of our time here in, Farloom? I was kind of hoping, like, this thing could take me to the wormways, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Oy. Man, yeah, it is a big sniffy. Get a few extra shell shards, I guess, we might as well. You can check the moss grotto too, that has one of the needle indoors. Oh yeah! Let's do that. It's a good thing I remembered that these were traps. Okay, I don't think this... How do you get to the moss grotto again? Oh, wait, that's just the first area. I'm stupid. Hooray! Alright. Oh, I'm still kind of sad that our pilgrim friend isn't there. Because I thought that would be like a recurring thing. Do I have allergies? Not usually. Okay, where was one of them needle indoors? Sometimes I do. Like, sometimes I do get, like, a little something, but I'm never actually sure what triggers it is the problem. I'm assuming I'm heading to that door all the way on the... what's it called? On the right here, right? This. Yeah. Oh boy. Ooh. Leave nest Atla. I don't know if I like what that thing is doing. Can't reach it though. Oh, I'm not even sure what to expect here. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's, I believe, one more you can access that'll probably be next stream. Yeah, probably. At least next stream. We will be getting to play more. I'm nervous. This feels... Should I play it here? No, it doesn't look like anything is reacting. Oh, here we go. A rune depicting the wave nest. Take the map. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, let's go around here a little bit more. Oh! hang on. There's a... Never mind then, I guess. Man, the weavers had stuff figured out, that's for sure. Oh my god! Wall's breakable, bro. Oh, it didn't look like it. Ah. It looked pretty solid in my defense. Hornet, are you okay with this? Just kind of like busting through stuff? Ooh. Who's there? Has someone come to free me? Or are you here to bring my end? I am Hornet. Prisoner, only a traveler, and not here to slay you. What cause sees you caged in these ruins of Weaver's past? Were you their enemy? No, not their enemy. And their prisoner, not through malice. I am Eva. A thing difficult to describe. A child of Weavers, yet not quite their kin. How strange. That description could fit me as well as yourself. Child of Weavers, and not. I can detect your Weaver strain, yet you are different from them. And from me. A shifting, blended thing. What are you, creature? What creature is this? Step closer, lady, that my senses would better understand your nature. Okay. You see one's nature, Eva. It is a skill far beyond bugs. One not without cost. My sight perceives a bug only through the imprint upon their soul. You speak of their crest, that signifier of a bug's essence in their invisible yoke born through a lifetime. Crest? Yes, the old Weaver term. A simple word to attempt the description of something so profound. But wait, your own nature, is it? Lady, permit me to look deeper still that I may offer clarity. Sure! Whew. Flashbang. Evolved the crest of the hunter. Strike enemies repeatedly to build focus. Once focused, needle attacks will become deadlier. Oh! Oh, this sounds fun. Incredible. Your nature is so unlike immortal bugs. Yours is malleable, transitory. It is a marvelous thing, worth my long life to behold. If in your travels you are able to further evolve, return to me. With what power I possess, I may be able to aid you further. Thank you, Eva. If my nature expands as you say, I shall return. Oh man, I gotta try this out. Oh, this sounds fun. Let's see, and there was the bench here. We'll go ahead and do that again. And then... Oh, let's see. Looks like there's a way... Let me see. Let's see, how does this work? Because it's like it shoots me straight up. If you're curious what expanding your nature means, is quite vague, but it means using memory lockets. Oh, I see. Here we go. We should be... We're not quite back in the Mossy Grotto yet, but I think we can smack this thing around. There we go. Ouch. we got one of them. Lamau. I don't even know where I am. Let's see. That didn't really do anything. Meter resets when you get hit, by the way. Oh, I see. I'm trying to figure out what that meter is. Hang on. Let me go hit some more things and see if I can figure it out. Ooh. Let's see, how do I get up there? Top left, right above your spool. Oh, it's like that. I think I kind of see it. Let's see. I feel like this jump is possible. Hang on. Sob. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that does reset. I like... How are you gonna tell me that there's light shining through here and I can't jump through it? Let's see. Not sure what those are. Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh, it's you again! Look at that. Oh! Oh! So this is how this fight gets upgraded. Good luck, yeah. Hang on, I think we can do this. We'll do this. We'll see if we can... I'll give it one more attempt before the end of stream, just because we are running a little bit over. Ah! You were not there before! That's not funny, didn't laugh. Well, now I gotta do that. I swear that was not there before. What the heck? Ah! Okay, we'll do that. Ooh, I can see the damage boost happening now. Then what was it? We jumped up here. This is our cocoon. And now she comes in. Oh boy. Oh my god, there's so many things. Ah! Okay. Yeah, I think we'll let that be our last attempt for the night. Alright. So, next stream is gonna be Thursday night, same time. There will be no stream tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all the announcements. But yeah. I had a lot of fun tonight as always, and looking forward to doing this again as always.